Well, good night and welcome to this, the final encounter here as far as Tier 2 knockout competition for the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Football Federation Championships for 2024-25. It's where the System 3 team, they're taking on BEQUIA United here tonight, and there we see both teams now making their way into the middle. And Charlie, this promises to be a very interesting encounter.
Very much so. It promises to be a very, very interesting encounter. System 3, they have known what it is to be in the Premier Division, and they are here to battle it out.
Well, we now have the national anthem of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to be played. The national anthem of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, both teams in the middle, and they're now exchanging pleasantries. Of course, System 3 led by their captain, Zeno Solomon. We go to the starting lineup, Charlo. Rest of the outfit for System 3, Zibian Cunningham, Farron Durham, Javin Sutherland, Jelano D'Souza, Lazaro Lynch, Kevin Francis, Corey Durant-Barber, Isaiah Charles, Morelli Solomon, and James Grant, the starting 11 for System 3.
Well, for BEQUIA United, you have Justo to start, Mark Brown, John Miller, Jovel Morgan, Ian Sargent, Jermaine John, Carlos Simmons, Javier Friday, Macquin Snag, Luke Duncan, and Javantais Friday.
Well, this System 3 outfit, of course, players with national experience. The captain is Zeno Solomon, just off of World Cup qualification with St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Didn't play in some of the games, but he played quite a number of the warm-up games with St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There's Kevin Francis, of course, a past national player, and some of their players, of course, on the fringes. And can't take it away from this BEQUIA team. They've got lots of experience in this one here tonight. And, you know, when you look at the likes of Josh Stowe, he's been there before. He certainly, you know, no walkover. And, of course, their coach, Kendall Mercury, a former national coach, brings a lot to the table.
Definitely. So one would anticipate a very keen contest here tonight to come out tops in the Tier 2 of the First Division.
So we see both captains having a word there with the referee, Mark Brown of BEQUIA United, of course, Zeno Solomon of System 3. I believe there's a toss that was spun a while ago. We'll find out exactly who will be defending what goal here tonight. And it appears as if the System 3 team will be defending the western end of the ground, as they're now in a huddle on the far side. BEQUIA United, they also in a huddle close to their bench area. And they
are decked in all yellow.
All yellow. And the System 3 in already the tinge of black in the front. So it's a battle of the red versus yellow here tonight at Charlo, as both teams just having certainly a bit of a discussion. So we're gonna get things going in just a little while.
So the game carried by Moet Gaines.
An experienced official he is, and not just here but on the regional scene. He certainly had that experience more in games.
Yes, very, very experienced indeed, and it's very serious.
So we
very serious individual indeed.
So we're just awaiting the kickoff of this one, and well, BEQUIA, they're defending the goal at the western end, and Zeno Solomon and his System 3 outfit defending the goal to the eastern side of this facility. So we're just awaiting the kickoff. And ball inside the half of the BEQUIA United team on the left side. And Kevin Francis going back in defense, booted upfield, and no direction with that one. Out of touch, first run of the game to BEQUIA United.
Very first, inside the very first few seconds. So it's still BEQUIA United in their own half.
And there's Zozaro Lynch going down there.
Very early. I see the hand going to the pocket.
Yes.
So a card inside the first minute. Just trying to pick up the number. That's the number 3. John Miller.
Number 3 player.
John Miller picking up a yellow. So Cake headed away there by Leyu, but still not danger, not averted. Now Mark Brown looks to come forward. Long ball, this could be dangerous. He's shattering it. There's the number 8. Still with it. The Souza. Finds his number 26 in Grant. So system 3 looking to build some passes here, Eddie, and looking to come forward.
Yes, that's the captain, Zeno Solomon. He's held on to this one. Nice little overlapping ball there on the left side. Player with some space. Cross comes in now. It was a low one, but the defender was there in the nick of time to knock it out for a first corner kick of the game.
So that was John Miller who just picked up a yellow. So good defensive work here there by Miller. And a corner very early in the piece.
So Durham there for system 3. Zeno Solomon took it from the defense and brought it forward on the left side. And found corner kick now to be taken. And it's going to be Barber. Keeper is up and missed it. His defense was there. It's ricochet. It's not yet cleared. And Indian booted away. There's 1-2 BEQUIA players on the ground. Ball still continues. And now the whistle being
two
blown.
players on the ground.
Yes. So, and I believe they got struck in that mat scramble in that 6-yard box just a while ago. And being winded quite naturally. So, no movement yet from the bench of this BEQUIA team. What games now indicating that yes, you can get the physio to come in, and he's making his way in. Physio Rex Pollard with his bag in hand and trekking now to one of the 2 players who was down. He probably got the worst of it. Not probably, he did get the worst of it.
I seem to be holding his face.
Yes. Struck somewhere in the facial area. So we're into the first 4 minutes of this encounter. It's still 0-0. And a bit of a goal mouth melee a while ago. BEQUIA could count themselves to be a little lucky.
That was Jermaine John, the number 6, who seemed to got the worst of it. He's now been ushered to the sideline.
So referee Paul Moet Games asking for the ball, and I believe there will very well be a drop ball in this instance. Play was interrupted because of the fact that these 2 defenders went down, struck in the face. Or BEQUIA. So Durham coming back to Solomon. Here's Francis. And shot taken one time, and good effort in the end there by the goalkeeper.
And diving effort there by Justo.
As a matter of fact, the player, yes, a player with some national experience too. And long range effort there, pushed wide. Second corner kick of the game. It's going to be this, yes.
Corey Barber on that far side.
So system 3 with some early pressure here. Nodded away, but can only reach as far as a red shirt in Grant. And in the end, that's knocked away. Thereby, it looks like, couldn't pick up that number, it looks like number 6 over there. But it's a throw nonetheless for the BEQUIA FC team. Still 0-0. Whistle going there. And that one is certainly going to make its way out as Durham watched it all the way. Finds his goalkeeper in Cunningham, Zibian Cunningham. Booted upfield now. On to the head of John. Jermaine John finds a red shirt. Francis. Don't normally see him in this midfield role, Francis. He's more of a defensive player on the right side. But there's goalkeeper Cunningham coming all the way. And making sure that the danger's clear there for system 3.
So Mark Brown was trying to closing on that. The number 9. Captain, always with that colorful hairstyle.
And knocked away there by the big lanky number 5 there for BEQUIA, and Ian Sargent. So thus far we've had about 2 attempts on goal by the system 3 team, with really and truly not response just yet from BEQUIA.
Yeah, most definitely.
Cunningham booting this one upfield. Nodded away once again there by Jermaine John for BEQUIA. They're still with possession, and in the end it's out of touch. Quickly taken through now by system 3. Battle for possession on the far side. Won and picked up by BEQUIA United, and in the end it's out of touch. Throw-in will result. Here's Mark Brown, the captain. BEQUIA gets it in, but defense is there in Solomon into his bench. And there's going to be a throw into this BEQUIA team to be taken once again by Jermaine John. Seems to be ever present, John. And there we see a player going down there for system 3. But he's quickly back up. Maybe he was looking for a bit of sympathy there from referee Games.
Would have none of it.
So it's a goal kick here for the system 3 team.
And so, system 3, number 16. System 3, Captain Azino Solomon. But he robbed of it, Mark Brown. It's Friday. Good defensive work there by the number 20 Morelli Solomon. It's going to be a throw-in for BEQUIA, but good work there by Solomon.
Yes, Zeno Solomon, the captain of this System 3 team, and a good header there from Solomon again. Well, there are actually two Solomons in Morelli.
And Zeno.
Good work there by the number 5, but number 10 in Lazaro Lynch back in defense for System 3. Booting it out of touch. First corner kick of the game for BEQUIA United, and it looks as if the captain is going to go across.
Mark Brown is walking across to take that.
Yes. So still 0-0 into the 11th minute. And the BEQUIA FC with their first corner kick of the game, just screaming across the face of the goal there now. Shot is taken, and that was really and truly not well directed. Jovel Morgan, he needed a radar there for some proper directions.
He was just kicking at random.
So he's back in defense, Morgan. And goalkeeper Cunningham with ball in hand. As referee Games is asking for things to happen more quickly than they were unfolding. Solomon back to Cunningham. Can't pick this one up, Cunningham. And well, in the end, danger not yet averted. Shot comes in, but it was a tame one. And really and truly, not so good football there from Cunningham.
Definitely not.
Here's Morgan with possession for BEQUIA. Thumping it over on the left side, but a red shirt is there first for System 3. Battle for possession in the midfield. And this one is knocked forward. Mark Brown is there, so too is the defender. And in the end, it's off the head of the System 3 defense. That's off the head of Sutherland. And second corner kick in about, what, a minute's time being awarded here to this BEQUIA United team.
Well, can they capitalize? Still 0-0 up here. Some clouds around Eddie. The moon not in all its brilliance.
It's a full moon tonight, Charlo. And as I said, some clouds around. Let's see what happens with this corner kick. Ball knocked forward there now. System 3 cuts in.
Correction, RR317.
A lot of action inside the BEQUIA half.
Certainly. Has good, nice work there. Has two defenders still with him, but he has possession. Floats it across the top of the 18. But in the end, it's knocked away by BEQUIA United. Play with that number 31 in Friday. Javantik Friday. There are two Fridays on this team for BEQUIA. Of course, a name that is synonymous with BEQUIA. Leader of the opposition being a Friday. And he resides in BEQUIA.
Today's a Friday.
And today's a Friday. Is it going to be the lucky day for BEQUIA United? But here's Francis.
Nice ball.
Booted away by the defense. Here's Mark Brown with some space. He has two defenders behind him. And still with it. Shot is taken. It's the opening goal. BEQUIA with the lead.
Great piece of work there by Mark Brown, the captain. And the crowd erupts.
Well, it was a bit of, what should I say, counter football from the BEQUIA United team. Kick taken quickly up, and the defense is found somewhat flat-footed.
Yeah, they were caught napping. Definitely caught napping.
Brown was ahead of them, and quite a pacey player indeed. Took his time, well composed, and just booted it past goalkeeper Cunningham. It's 1-0 in favor of BEQUIA United.
Yes. So Mark Brown has opened the scoring for BEQUIA, and System 3 will really have to dig deep.
So goal coming in this the 15th minute. And BEQUIA, they would have soaked up the early pressure from the System 3 team. But then within the last 5 minutes thereabouts, certainly made some inroads. And there we see now with that go-ahead goal. Solomon with possession. Looks for and finds Durham. Durham locking it upfield, a bit of a nutmeg. But in the end, it's back in the System 3 half. And this outfit, of course, one certainly immediately thinks about Ian Sardine, who certainly would have played a significant role in developing this particular team and lots of young footballers here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Most definitely, you have to give your props to him. You have to actually say he lived at grammar school with System 3.
Solomon gets the return ball there from Durham, knocking it forward, but it's a little overweight. And it's some easy work there for Justo, all alone. As Zeno Solomon coming up, maybe just trying to say to him, well, you know, you're not going to play this one alone, Sto. Bowls it out there to his big, burly number 5 in Sargent. I was looking there for Mark Brown, but is intercepted there by Solomon. Finds Kevin Francis. And System 3 looking to make some inroads, but it's booted away by this BEQUIA team. Brown in the battle there now, wins possession for his team. And floats it forward, but ball is cut out. And in the end, it's out of touch off the boots of the System 3 number 5 in Sutherland, Javin Sutherland. Another player with national experience.
But definitely, but one would say in the early exchange, BEQUIA, they are putting a lot of pressure on System 3 at this particular moment.
Well, yes, as I said, they've soaked up the pressure. But once they've had that opening goal, they've been certainly putting a lot of work in on the System 3 team. Ball is out of touch, and it's going to be a twin yet again for BEQUIA. So they certainly have the opportunity to keep this advantage going here tonight. Into the 17th minute, and it's going to be Ian Sargent to take the throw. Might very well be a long one into the 18-yard box. No, he comes short. Looks for, gets the return ball, and now he floats it in. Player now with some space, but defender is there very quickly indeed. Only getting into the path of a yellow shirt. And still with this BEQUIA team, Sargent going back in defense there. And gets the return ball. Morgan, another burly player on the field here tonight. Nice little, well, in the end, well, I'm surprised there was no whistle there.
Play on.
Quite unfortunate, in my opinion, for Friday, Javier Friday. It was nicked there. But I don't know if it's a situation where referee Games was not aware of it. The assistant referee was very much in close attendance, and surprised that he didn't assist the Games in making a decision. But play continues. Ball knocked forward there. This could be a bit of the danger now. Shot is taken, and oh, it was tame in the end.
Tame shot.
Off the boot of Barber. Whistle going there.
Not getting the sort of power that he would have loved.
And again, it's all about composing yourself, you know, because he had the time, he had the space, but rushed the shot, muffed it in the end, and it was just some very easy work there for goalkeeper Josh Stowe. There's Barber. And couldn't keep it in. Barber was closely marked there by Sargent. Throw quickly taken. Flicked on there to Solomon. And quite aggressive there. Whistle going, infringement called against Barber, bringing down Javier Friday in the process. And Friday has been in the walls very early.
Very much so, and Barber is saying, I'm taking no prisoners.
So BEQUIA United with a 1-goal lead here tonight against the System 3 outfit. Coach Mercury is up, bellowing some instructions to his team as they're about to take this free kick. Free kick to be taken by John Miller. And Miller beckons to Maybe he's going to drop this one probably at the top of the 18. Yes, a swerving one. Heads go up off the head of Mark Brown, and it's out of touch for a goal kick. So 1-0. And BEQUIA, as I said, they started slow, but they're certainly turning up the heat at this point in time on the System 3 outfit. This one is knocked forward as Zeno Solomon gets past the defender. This could be danger. Solomon over the crossbar. Could have done better there, Zeno.
Definitely, I think he didn't compose himself. He was on the move, and the bounce defeated him. And in the end, right over the crossbar. And he was disappointed in himself.
Well, I think what happened there, he saw Justo coming off of his line and felt that he could have lobbed it over the head of Stowe, but didn't really control the lob enough to drop back into the net. It went over the crossbar. Here is, well, ball being picked up, a loose one. And nice work there by Simmons. Looking for Brown. Looking to give Simmons the return ball, and Solomon was there in defense. Floated forward now to Barber. Has some space, Barber. And found to be offside. Flag was up. Just a little too quickly on the part of Barber.
Certainly moving a little too quickly, and the offside flag came up.
But there was also good defensive work by this BEQUIA outfit. They saw him coming early and certainly moved up, left him in that offside position. That one was given away there by Lazaro Lynch. And it's off the big number 13 for BEQUIA United and Javier Friday. And it's going to be a throw-in now to System 3 right in front of us to be taken by Durham. And the referee games will have none of it.
Some advantage.
Way too much advantage on the part of Durham. And Games say get back there and take that throw from where it ought to be taken from. Barber was looking there for Zeno Solomon, but it's out of touch, and yet another throwing for this System 3 team. They're down by 1-0 in this, the 23rd minute.
Well, some action this time in the BEQUIA's half. And Durham again with that throw-in.
As Barber ahead of him. Looks one, finds Captain Zeno Solomon, who's closely marked. Solomon has 1, 2, 3 players around him. Gets the crossing nonetheless. There was the defense there to knock it away off the back of Solomon. Finds Kevin Francis. Francis was looking there for Lynch, but missed out. Nonetheless, it's Sutherland, Javin Sutherland. Son of famous Vincentian defender.
Well, like father, like son.
Yes. Urban Sutherland. Of course, from the Bottom Town, Rose Place area. And was fed by many defense across the Caribbean, including the likes of Mexico. You know, really would have taken the Mexicans to task, because this one, well, for a moment I thought Stowe would have been beaten by the bounce, but he certainly was not. Made it comfortable in the end.
Judged it well.
Whistle going is against Mark Brown and the BEQUIA FC team. Lynch, luckily for him, got possession, finds Durham. Has Barber ahead of him. Barber on the left side. Gets past one, Barber. Still has 2 to defend with, or to contend with, sorry. Luckily there to pick up that return ball. Gets the cross, well, knocked away. And it's going to be a corner kick. It is Morgan. Jovel Morgan. Big number 4 he is there for BEQUIA. And System 3 with yet another corner kick in this, the first half. Into minute number 25. And Barber. Corey Durant Barber with the corner kick. They're jostling for position in the 6-yard box. Is a little overweighted. And there's Sutherland, closely marked, Javin Sutherland. He came up for that corner kick out of defense, but was robbed of it. And in the end, System 3 regains possession, but immediately giving it up. And here's Mark Brown, but luckily Solomon was well placed to avert any danger there for the System 3. Barber now on the left side. He's had a fair share of the ball, and well, that touch wasn't the best. Had Solomon ahead of him, but gets the return ball, crosses in, and simple in the end there for Justo. Plucking it out to the air, Sto. Looking quite calm and collective there, Sto.
Yes, very good judgment, and he was not under any pressure whatsoever.
Solomon.
I think there was a bit of mix-up there between the two of the defenders.
Whistle going there. It's against the BEQUIA United player. Appealing to referee games. But he's quickly up nonetheless. And the free kick quickly taken to Lynch. Looking for, well, it took a one-time shot, Lynch, but it was easy there for goalkeeper Stowe. Kevin Francis couldn't keep that one in. And it's a throw now to BEQUIA United. Into the 27th minute. BEQUIA with a 1-0 lead. Goal coming off the boot of their captain in the 15th minute. That's Mark Brown. And here's Azino Solomon, captain of the System 3 team. Solomon giving Barber some space there now. Barber gets into the 18-yard box, takes a shot, and that's the equalizer. Good pass on the part of Azino Solomon. Barber with a lot of space, and he took his time this time around. Quite composed, knocking it past goalkeeper Stowe. 1-1.
Well, good piece of work, good awareness by Captain Azino Solomon. Barber was unmarked, he found him, and Barber had acres of space. Pulled the goalkeeper with him and slotted it to his left and into the back of the net.
Well taken goal on the part of Durant Barber there. But you have to give quite naturally a lot of kudos to Captain Azino Solomon. He battled on the far side with about 3 players. And once he got past them, saw Barber there with a lot of space ahead of him. And a nicely taken pass into the path of Barber, making no mistake this time around. And a 1-1 equalizer in the 28th minute now for System 3 here tonight. So it's now all to play for, as whistle now blown, and we have the kickoff yet again. Booted upfield. Nodded away there by Solomon. Barber once again. Here's Captain Solomon. And you can't give him any space, Solomon. Azino Solomon, he'll make you pay definitely.
Experienced individual as well.
Definitely. Going back in defense there to his namesake Solomon. That's Durham. Finds Lynch. But he's robbed of it, Lynch, by Simmons. Looks for his captain, but loses it. And here's Kevin Francis now to come away with it for System 3. And the defender missing it. This could be another opportunity. Shot taken. And not well taken by the goalkeeper. Ricocheted out, knocked back in, and well, I think he certainly should have done a lot better. But here's Azino Solomon with an wayward shot.
Very much. He really should have done better. Should have composed himself, because I think the goalkeeper was beaten there. Had he lined it up well, that could have spelled some trouble for BEQUIA. But it was not. It was a wild kick, and it went far from the uprights.
And one would have expected a much better there from Azino Solomon. But BEQUIA under some pressure here tonight, as it has been somewhat backward and forward. Of course, the early exchanges went to System 3, and then BEQUIA came back with that go-ahead goal, and then moments ago, certainly with the immense pressure, the equalizer here from System 3. They possibly have another opportunity. Player deciding just to cool things down a bit. Closely marked, finds Francis into the path of Lynch. Solomon, that's Durham, pulling to the left. Durham has the defender with him, twisting and turning, gets the cross in. Shot is taken, and good effort there from the goalkeeper, keeping it out. Stowe, good save.
George Stowe, good work on the part of George Stowe, and you can hear the applause around the ground for the effort.
It was a well taken shot, low, to the left of Stone. He got down in good time, knocking it away. Here's cross coming in now. Low one to Azina Solomon. And knocking it back is looking there for Baba. But even Baba, I believe, was wrong-footed. He wasn't truly looking for that type of ball. And Cunningham reading this one very early, was quickly off his line, knocking it back upfield. And this time around, I believe Cunningham might get there first. No, he doesn't. And, well, a little bit of a mix-up there on the part of Cunningham and his defenders. They're now apologizing to each other.
Luckily for him,
not
it
so
was cleared.
not so good moments there for System 3.
Anxious moments indeed.
Here's Friday. I was looking to get this one going on the left side, but the System 3 defense is there. Francis with a nice looking ball on the right side. Player with some space. This could be danger. Gets into the 18-yard box now. Gets past one. He's brought down. And, well, there's no whistle. As a matter of fact, pointing to the corner flag.
Yeah, referee Mortgans was in a perfect position.
He was in a good position.
But this is building to be something very exciting. Eddie, we have looked forward for it.
Certainly. It's the finals, and you expect this sort of high intensity at times. Barber, the goal scorer for System 3, is going to go over to take this one. He seems to be the preferred player to take the corner kicks here tonight for System 3. This one curling in, nodded away there by Javier Friday. And System 3 keeping it in. Friday nonetheless wins possession, but could only find Francis. And well, there was the Souza trying to be a little fancy, and in the process beating his own player, Francis. But ball picked up now by System 3. Gets past one, and in the end the defense was able to clear it there for BEQUIA United. Ball floated in, nodded on there by, well, Barber, but wrong footing as Solomon in the process. Went a little bit ahead of him. Wasn't expecting it in that area. And that one is out of touch for a throw into the System 3 team.
So the pressure, there's that ebb and flow between both teams, and now the momentum is with System 3.
Lynch, back to Barber. With a little space, Barber gets the cross in, Barber, but could only find the head of a yellow shirt. And you can see that intent in that battle. That is certainly foul on the part of the big number 31 there for BEQUIA. That's Javantis Friday. And System 3 now with a free kick. Francis takes it, floats it across, and well, I believe Solomon was a little too slow there, a little tardy.
But again, we see good work by Josh Stowe.
It was certainly Mark Brown looking to get this one, but it's booted away by the defense for System 3. And they've been working that right side, System 3. Player with some space, cross comes in now. Oh, could have done much better. He had the numbers ahead. And very good positions in Solomon. And it looked as if it was, is that Barber?
He had the support, and I think in the end he took it all by himself. I think he had Isaiah Charles as well as inside that 18-yard box.
Good work there on the part of Solomon. And kept it in, Solomon. Some good defensive work by the big number 20 in Morelli, Solomon. But here's Josh Stone now with possession. Bowls it out to his left. And the bounce that time around wasn't so friendly.
Snag was beaten with that.
Yes.
And it results in a throw-in for System 3.
And that was a bowl out by the part of Josh Stowe. So, very strong youngster he is. It just flew off the surface. past Snag, who absolutely had no chance there. So system 3 now with a throw in. Kevin Francis from left to right, from right to left I should say, finding Barber to Solomon to Lynch. Barber. And that, yes, a foul on the part of Barber. So it's a free kick to BEQUIA United. Ian Sargent, tall, lanky youngster he is. Floated upfield now. And there's Lynch. He's always back in defense if it's one thing. Lazaro Lynch.
He was signaling to his players to go forward. I think there was a bit of hesitation there. Barber couldn't control it, went into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for BEQUIA United. But I think Barber, along with the number 4 Durham, they have been doing quite a bit of work on the left side.
Certainly here for system 3. And of course, Barber with a lot of space in the 26th minute to equalize for the system 3 team. Good work on the part of them.
Of Cunningham, and tipped it over the bar for a corner.
Just for a split second, he was, in my opinion, caught a little bit unaware, but he
recovered.
He recovered himself.
Really
and
it over, but it
yes,
was a good thinking on the part of John Miller, the number 3.
Here's Mark Brown with the corner kick now for BEQUIA United. A little overweight today on the part of Brown. It goes right up to touch. And a throw-in result for system 3. But we've certainly seen some instances of good play here tonight. A solo effort, of course, on the part of Brown, where he just ran past the defense. Neat work by Azino Solomon to find Barber. And then that's kick from, well, almost from the half line. Yes. Moments of brilliance, one can say.
Definitely, definitely. So this is going to be a keenly contested one.
Battle over there, and it's out of touch. BEQUIA United with a throw-in. And yet again, Charlie, we're not, those who are watching, they're not seeing the crowd, but I believe we have like a good 500-600 here tonight in terms of patrons. Mark Brown gets around the defender who went down, and he's brought down. No whistle. Much to the disapproval of the BEQUIA bench and the BEQUIA supporters.
Well, referee Mike Gaines, he's there. He says to play on.
So it's still 1-1. We're into the 39th minute. And throw in there now for the BEQUIA. Welcome back. We are about to have the second 45 minutes here tonight in this all-important final, where System 3, they're taking on BEQUIA United. Of course, after the first 45 minutes, the scores are locked 1 goal apiece. With Mark Brown, the captain of BEQUIA United, opening the scoring in the 15th minute. And then you had the equalizer off the boots of Durant Barber for System 3. Referee Moet Game just having a look at his watch. And we should very, very, very shortly have this second 45 minutes underway here tonight. And there we go with the whistle to signal the start of the second half. Keenly contested game here tonight. And immediately we see System 3 looking to have the early inroads, but being robbed of it. Nonetheless, they have an opportunity to return. Charlo?
Definitely a very early start and looking for that early advantage. And so
looks like, well, throw taken now, finds what looks like Solomon. Gets the return ball. An attempted cross blocked by the defense of...
it's an early corner.
Yes, it is. So Durham pulling the 2 defenders with him. But in the process, his attempted cross blocked. And first corner kick of this second half. Resulting for System 3. Again, we see that early control by System 3. This is similar to how they started the first half. Barber with the corner kick, and good piece of goalkeeping there by Justo, blocking it out of the air.
Yeah, he has been pretty outstanding tonight, Eddie. He has really worked, and I think he has done well so far.
Good ball in the path of the BEQUIA player, but knocked away by D'Souza. And it's going to be a throw-in, I believe, for BEQUIA United. Or is it a corner kick? Let's have a look. Yes, they do have a corner kick. BEQUIA. Floated in, nodded away there by Barber. And Solomon certainly has done some good work in defense.
Yeah, the big defender, he has really been outstanding.
There he is again, booting that one upfield. But could only find a yellow shirt this time around. Towering over.
And he's there, using his height and that big frame.
Ever present over Simmons. And
Nice
nonetheless, here's Snag with some space. Snag gets the cross in. And the intention was there from Brown. He was looking to chest it on. A little rushed. Went out of touch. And let's see.
I think he had Morales Solomon with him. I think that hustled him.
Hustled him, yes. As a matter of fact, Solomon appeared to have gotten a bit of a touch.
Yes.
And it's a corner kick for BEQUIA United. This one, it's nodded away. And a one-time shot off the boot of Simmons. It's wide, aimless. And goal kick will result now for System 3. We're into this, the 49th minute. Early exchanges in this, the second half. And both teams with corner kicks. As a matter of fact, BEQUIA the advantage. They've gotten 2 thus far in this, the second half, 2-1 from System 3. Here's the captain, Azino Solomon. System 3. And he maintains possession, finds what looks like Lynch. Lynch looks for and finds Barber. Still with it, Barber. Into the path of Lynch. Going right back in defense to Solomon. And there's Kevin Francis calming things down there for System 3, finding his goalkeeper Cunningham. Boots it upfield now. But only on to the head of the number 3 player, John Miller. So there's been a bit of an aimless kicking within the last 2 minutes thereabouts. And maybe just an opportunity for both teams to settle down. Even goalkeeper Cunningham getting into the fray of things and giving that one away. We're still going infringement against Lazaro Lynch and System 3. It's going to be a free kick.
So BEQUIA looking to put some early pressure here on System 3. And so for the last minute or two, the action seemed to be taking place in the half of System 3.
Well, a free kick, and it looks as if it's going to be John Miller taking this one from probably about 40 yards out there, about even a little bit more. Let's see what he can make of it nonetheless. Floating it forward off the head of Sutherland, jabbing Sutherland. Danger not yet cleared. Mark Brown was looking to sneak that one in, but in the end it was some good defensive work on the part of Sutherland.
Oh, definitely. Definitely, and a corner kick to BEQUIA.
So BEQUIA United immediately looking to put this System 3 team, I should say, under some pressure in the second half. We're in the 51st minute. Captain Mark Brown in swinging right foot turn. There was an attempted bicycle. Danger not yet averted, and in the end it's cleared by System 3. Big burly number 4 finds his captain, Brown. Ball cut out there by Durham. And in the end, it's going to be finally a ball for System 3 by the way of a throw-in. And I've been watching Coach Mercury for the entire night, and he's not really taking a seat on the bench of BEQUIA United. He's certainly been up, bellowing in his instructions. This one is forward. Brown doing some good work, still has it under control. Brown takes a shot. Oh, final effort was really and truly not the best, but he did some fine work at the top of the 18
well, he's
yard.
angry with himself, and how rightly so. He should have done a lot better, having done all of the hard work.
And really and truly, as you said, did all the hard work, and the final phase of it, where he just simply needed that composure, lost his head, and it went screaming over the crossbar. Grant knocks it upfield, looks for him, finds Charles. Closely Marcus Charles. And finds Solomon with a low one, but Stowe was there. And in the end, Francis getting there first, couldn't keep it in. And it's a throw into BEQUIA United.
So the pressure continues to mount.
BEQUIA United with a throw in. Jermaine John. Nodded away there by Javin Sutherland. Good work by the part of the BEQUIA players there. And luckily there for Lynch, it fell nicely for him. And nice ball on the left side. Here comes Barber with some space. Barber crosses in, Solomon. And well, it was good defensive work, definitely. Back out to Francis. And a poor pass, poor touch on the part of Francis. And here comes Brown, Mark Brown now, found to be offside. And much to his disappointment.
Yeah, he was off like a train.
Definitely. So Brown wearing that number 9 shirt for BEQUIA United. Kick to be taken by De Souza. Looking for Barber on that left side. But only found the head of a BEQUIA FC player. De Souza gets a touch in. Brings it under control. Nice work on his part. And well, Brown getting around Sutherland. He's fouled in the process. Pulled down by Sutherland. And being shown a yellow card. But I believe he had no choice, Charlo.
Well, I take that for the team. Because Mark Brown was like an express train.
He was past him. And Sutherland will have none of it. Pulled him down in the process. As you said, taking a yellow card for the team. And free kick results here for BEQUIA United.
Who's going to take this? Is that a pretty interesting angle?
Well, that tall number 8 on the part of Peniston, who came in for Javansis Friday, appears to be the player to take this one. There's a 3-man wall being put in place by System 3. Meantime, we feel a little bit of a drizzle. Let's see. And Barber doing well there. Comes out to Morgan. But the number 4 in
Durham, he's really done a lot of work on that far side.
Lynch looking there, finds the number 19.
Charles.
He's all alone. Finds his way in, floats it across now, and into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Justo, who's having a good night.
Yes, definitely. I think Barber was looking to get in there, but Stowe had it under control. And the scoreline remains 1-1.
So we into the 56th minute. Of course, this is a final, and if at the end of the 90th minute, or if at the end of full time we're locked at 1-1, we're certainly going to go into extra time and possibly penalties here tonight. I know for some of the players, they wouldn't want it to get there. There's always that bit of nerves.
We have
penalty kicks.
We have seen the nerves take its toll on a number of players.
One is knocked out, but there is what looks like Morelli Solomon. Mark Brown is there, wins possession. And he's been all over the pitch tonight, Brown. He's moved from left to right. He's been in the center. And at times you've seen him in defense for BEQUIA United.
I think Barber was caught napping there.
Well, that one, I believe, is going to be a corner kick, is it?
It is. And Ken, the sergeant was there. Ian Sergeant for BEQUIA United decided, I'm not going to go forward. In tackle.
So we're going to be having a substitution for System 3. Well,
Morelli
Solomon is coming out.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I believe.
I think he has been very outstanding in the defense for.
Certainly.
Well, Delquan Derby is coming in instead.
So number 28, Derby.
So
and for Solomon.
Figure.
Well, let's do hope that it works out here for System 3. Meantime, corner kick to be taken by Barber as we're getting yet another. It's a drizzle at this point in time. Hope it doesn't get into a downpour. Barber now with a corner kick. Floats it over and plucked out of the air as we saw some players tumbling to the turf there. Here's BEQUIA United nonetheless on the left side. Searching ball finds a new player in Derby. Still with BEQUIA. And that one, Cunningham is going to have absolutely no problems there. Knocks it into the path of De Souza. Peniston. Still with BEQUIA United. Gets around one. And tempted cross could only find Kevin Francis. Here's Captain Zeno Solomon. The first touch was not the best, and it's back with BEQUIA. Mark Brown, ever present. Gets around, gets the cross in, and well, in the end, there's a Zeno Solomon. Still in the walls. Barber with some space now. This could spell some danger. It's Barber. Into the path of Lynch, and oh, what a fine piece of goalkeeping there from Stowe. He's really and truly been a tower of strength. So, BEQUIA I believe, with a throw-in. Sargent, I believe, the player coming over to take this one. It's actually Jermaine John. Finds Simmons. Doing some fairly good work there, but in the end lost it and the whistle went. It's against System 3. John taking it to the right. That Sargent floats it high, wide, out of touch, no danger. So the rivalry continues on the touchlines as the fans cheer on their teams, their respective teams here tonight. There's Cunningham with this one, and well, giving it up immediately. A poor touch there by the defender, and Barber, what a possible opportunity has. Well, Sargent with him into the middle now to Azino Solomon. Takes a shot, and Stowe is there, ever taller, knocking it away.
Josh Stowe.
Good
that
work.
Had some pace on it, and he had to parry it away, and in the end he saved the day for BEQUIA. It's still 1-1.
So we're into the 62nd minute. As throw taken there now by BEQUIA. Mark Brown with a little space here. This, well, he's found to be offside. And, well, I was a little... Darby, who seemed to be very much on the bulky part, was already beaten there, Charlo.
Oh, definitely. Mark Brown, a slippery character. He gets around the defense very easily.
And I'm questioning as to why Morelli Solomon was taken out. He was really and truly not giving any space to the likes of Mark Brown and company.
Yeah, I was definitely taken aback by that substitution, because I think Morelli has really been outstanding in defense for System 3 throughout the night, and really took me by surprise.
Nice work there from Azino Solomon. Gets the return ball. Peniston brings him down in the process, and it's going to be a free kick. Very sportsmanlike on the part of Peniston.
Very much so. Recognizing that he has transgressed, and quickly show some good sportsmanship, giving a hand in apology.
Azino Solomon, who's certainly been with the System 3 outfit for years, as a matter of fact, got a scholarship, went on to the US and came back with a degree. All through System 3. Nice work again there by Justo. And it says to us all, if you really and truly put the work in as far as football is concerned here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, there are possibilities.
There are lots of opportunities for persons and for players, and for them to put their hand up and be counted.
And it's always very important to have that good mix of sport and education. In the latter days, the education is so very much important to fall back on.
Well, definitely. Because at some age, you have to give up the sport.
Without a doubt. You're not going to play it forever and ever. Azino Solomon with possession. And bobbing and weaving, still has it. And now into the part of Barber. Has what looks like the big number 4 Morgan ahead of him. It's into the part of Azino Solomon, looking to weave his way through. Shot is in, and well, that one had absolutely no direction there. Whistle went nonetheless.
Gavin Sutherland.
It's actually a corner kick, I believe, would have taken...
would have taken one of the defenders.
Yes.
In the process. But as we were into it, I'm just teasing you, Eddie, do you follow tennis?
I look at it when it's on the television, yes, from time to time.
All right. See the 18-year-old Canadian winning the WTA.
Yeah. Yes. She stormed through and, of course, blew everybody away.
And in the process, defeated 4 Grand Slam winners on her way to the title.
Yeah, here's a header and
Oh,
off the
the
crossbar. Danger
And
on
it's
head
on my
and
word.
Spurs there. So it's just having an excellent night. Saved by the crossbar moments ago, but got back in position very quickly to thwart the effort there. De Souza, Darby. Looks for and finds Barber, but he's robbed of it. Gets the return ball nonetheless from Lynch. Looking to skip past the big number 4 there for BEQUIA.
It's Morgan.
But it's out of touch. And the throw now to System 3. Quickly taken, finds Zeno Solomon. Solomon still with it, and it's just wide. The flag, well, pointing to the corner.
Look like it's a
Flag.
corner.
It is a corner kick. As
Still got his hand to it.
Jermaine John is
Zeno
down.
Solomon was in a falling position when
He
he
was.
took that shot.
Yes, you have to commend him. We're into the 66th minute. 24 minutes remaining in this one. Will we be getting into extra time? Possibility of some penalties tonight. Barber with the corner kick nonetheless, as Jermaine John goes over the touchline. So BEQUIA United, they're down to 10 men as they defend this corner kick. Barber floats it in, not the best of corner kicks. And here comes Mark Brown, but he's appealing to referee more games.
I was wondering what he's appealing for, Eddie.
Kevin Francis gets the cross in, but Peniston, the tall, lanky players there. Ball comes back out for De Souza. And picked up now by BEQUIA United. Brown. Oh, decent ball, but again, good work on the part of the defense there for System 3. So everyone putting their heart and soul into this one. A snag leaves it for Miller, John Miller. Charlie, there have been 1 or 2 bulky players in tonight, the likes of Morgan and, of course, Darby, who recently came in. But generally speaking, I think the fitness level has been pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. They have moved well, and they continue to show their worth.
Barber looks for, finds his captain, Zeno Solomon. Has 2 defenders with him, but it's back to Barber. With some space, keeps past Morgan. He's brought down. No whistle. Referee game's not interested. And the play continue. And now, getting the whistle as Morgan is tumbled to the ground there by the Nashi, as we say it. Little number 10, and it looks like Lynch over there.
Sarah Lynch.
Is it Lynch or?
Yeah, there are two players down actually for BEQUIA United. We can see Morgan now back on his feet. And let's see who is.
I believe that might very well be Grant, who was the offending player.
Number 12 in Simmons, just crawling his way back to his feet. So all is well. It's going to be a free kick for BEQUIA United. And it's still locked at 1-1.
Well, in the end, some good work there by John Miller. Can't give any space to Zeno Solomon. Barber almost got possession. It's back with BEQUIA United nonetheless. Darby lost it, but Ball fell nicely there for goalkeeper Cunningham. Well, ruled to be offside.
Very early indeed. Very, very early. Barber was on his other move.
Well, much to the displeasure of the System 3 fans. There are some who are lining up right behind the assistant referee was saying, no, no, no. But the man with the flag was made a call, and that's who referee games is interested in, not what the spectators has to say.
Well, that's my assistant.
He's trained to do the job. Headed forward. That's Peniston. Came on for Javantis Friday. The Sousa winning possession. And in the end, it's going to be a goal kick to System 3. There's Lynch, Lazaro Lynch. That's running into the path of the big number 3 in John Miller. Floats it forward, but a little aimless. Cunningham is off his line. With space and time, he's gonna, well, thought he might have done a little better with that one. Cunningham giving it up, but luckily for him, it was won and given up by System 3. But here he gets that opportunity to clean things up, cleaning the mess up in Cunningham. Zeno Solomon with it. It's Lynch. And well, no nonsense approach there by the BEQUIA United player. Still locked, 1-1. As Zeno Solomon now down the left flank. Cross comes in, and here is, well, out of touch. And that's, I believe, is a goal kick.
Well, I think there's going to be a substitution for BEQUIA United. The number 23, Luke Duncan, he comes off.
Didn't see the number who's coming in.
He's trying to real soon get that number. On comes the number 10, and that's Kate Gooden.
Barber to Lynch, back to Barber. And they've really certainly been working on quite a lot. Good work there from Barber. And, well, players down is a call from the sidelines.
Referee Moët Gaines right on target.
So going across to take this corner kick for System 3 is Barber. Corey Durant Barber. With the number 16 on his back. Javin Sutherland now with the throw. Francis gets the return ball. Good work there from Francis. Good work in the middle now.
Charles.
And this could be the go-ahead, and again Stowe with some fine work.
Well.
Plucking it off the feet of Zeno Solomon.
And the crowd really came alive with that piece of work there by John Stowe. Josh Stowe.
He's really and truly been the my man of the match thus far. And there you see Darby losing his footing. Unfortunately for him, got it into the path of a red shirt. Lynch. Here's Mark Brown. Can't give him any space. He'll make you pay. Sutherland gets it out to Francis.
Twice
Finds Charles. Charles still with it. And well, in the end, ever present is that big
Charles
number 4 in
saw that
Morgan.
Big Morgan coming like an express train and had to really take some cover.
So here we see the physio for System 3 coming in. Looked as if Morgan was a bit injured, but he's up. Not Morgan, but Sutherland, Javin Sutherland. We're going to be having a substitution in the meantime. Coming out will be Charles for System 3. And I believe the number 3 player will come in Khalid Lewis. So Charles being substituted. Yes, Charles is out and Lewis comes in.
You can see him walking behind the goalpost, but seemed to have picked up an injury as well. He was really trying to get around that defender. Not too sure if he got a little niggle in the process.
Well, he's walking quite gingerly at the back of the proceedings. Throw taken, and it's out of touch for a corner kick. So we're into the 77th minute. Solomon with a corner kick. Justo is there. And in the end, ruled to be fouled in the process there by, looks like Lasara Lynch.
He goes down. He's back. Finally on his feet. So it's still 1-1.
Here's Peniston. Robbed of it by Francis. And System 3 now looking to get going. And finds, well, he was looking for Barber there. But he had 2 players to his right that didn't.
But most definitely.
And Darby doing some good work there on the left side. Here comes Lasaro Lynch, finds his captain, Azino Solomon, walks around the player. This could be the go-ahead. And what a miss! That's the miss of the night. Unbelievable on the part of Khalid Lewis. An empty net.
On a platter. He had it on a platter, his very first touch, and he muffed it, Eddie.
Unbelievable. Justo was beaten by Azino Solomon, left for dead, and there was just that gaping hole all open there for Lewis. How did he miss that? Heaven knows. Play continues. Solomon. And again, Lewis. Battling there with Mark Brown. Foul him in the process.
Frustration.
That's what it is. Well, had that been Charles, I doubt he would have missed that one, Charlo.
No, but I certainly not.
As you said, it appears as if he got a bit of a niggle and was substituted. It's still going, and now we have another substitution now for BEQUIA United. So coming out is Jermaine John and Jamia Shade. Is it Jamia or Jamia? Jamia.
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 Jamia. Some unique names.
Very much so. Could be Jemiah. But play continues. Here's Azino Solomon. Gets past one Solomon. Has 1, 2, 3, 4 players with him. Still with it. Azino Solomon, he's trying for all his worth. Gets around, still has the ball. Cuts around. Well, in the end, it's knocked away. But really and truly doing a little too much there on the part of Azino, but he had absolutely no choice.
Perhaps saying, I did the work, gave it to it, throw it away, I'm going to do it single-handedly.
Well, he was way ahead of the rest of those red shirts. They were just sitting back and looking at Azino Solomon as he certainly took the BEQUIA defense to task. Player yet again on the turf for BEQUIA United being helped up. Well, is that Javier Friday?
It's like Javier Friday. Yes, it is.
Francis floats it in. Nodded away. Ding, and Brown is there, but in the end, I believe there's going to be a BEQUIA ball, as signaled by referee Moat Games. Captain Brown with a throw to snag. Foul in the process there by Lewis. And Lewis has been a little indifferent since he came in. I mean, he missed that obvious open goal as to how he did, and since then, I don't know if that's...
Kareem Davis will come on and Grant will go off for System 3.
Meantime, a player for BEQUIA United is down. That's McQuinn Snag. We're still 1-1 in this keenly contested encounter here tonight at Brighton. Into the 83rd minute. Referee Games just asking the physio to vacate the field. He wasn't given permission. Free kick taken. This crosses in well and well. Goalkeeper Cunningham knew nothing about that one. It fell luckily for him and for System 3, Charlo.
Well, certainly the luck has really been on his side. And he was perhaps, I was wondering, where was the goalkeeper?
Here's John Miller. Nodded forward. Solomon is there. Finds, well, thought for a moment he found Bar, but that was not the case. Floated in now. And D'Souza doing some good work.
Too much on it.
Two substitutes, and Davis and Lewis trying to combine there, but nothing much came out of that one for System 3. Brown in a battle there with D'Souza. D'Souza getting in front of him. Here's Davis. Lewis gets around one. Good work. This time on the part of Lewis.
Looking for support.
There's a nice fragrance in the air. The smell of food is in the air, Charlo. I don't know if you're picking that one up.
Yes, I certainly do. A little too late to eat.
Ah. BEQUIA now trying to come away. Ball on the right side. And here's Darby looking to get there ahead of the number 10. As a matter of fact, he muscles him off the ball.
got a good right shoulder on it, using his frame.
So BEQUIA right now down to 10 men as they take this free kick, floated in and over. It's going to be a goal kick. Player just in front of us.
Stood there and just watched it.
Yes. Meantime, it looks as if Snag is still getting some attention. De Souza to Solomon. And he's bundled the ball.
That's Simmons.
Yeah, it is Simmons.
Yeah. Solomon has really done a lot of work for System 3 tonight, Eddie.
Certainly, he has really put his heart and soul into it. And let's see what he does now with this free kick. Floats it in, and it's going to be easy work there for Justo.
Ever-present Durham. Still Durham. So he has really done a lot of work for System 3, Durham, on the far left. And it's going to be a throw-in.
Well, he finds Darby. And Brown goes down, grimacing. And Darby, the guilty player. Well, Brown seems to be in a lot of pain over there, Charlo.
Signaling to the sideline, he needs some assistance. This time his physio is going out. He was a bit hesitant, not sure whether he was allowed or not.
Brown seems to be in quite a lot of pain. He's still writhing in pain on the surface there. And the big burly figure of Delquan Derby bundled into him,
You
Charlo.
don't want to run into a brick wall. And he had to contend with that big frame of Derby.
So, meantime, players, especially the BEQUIA players, taking the opportunity to get some much-needed liquid. It's been a nice cool night here tonight at
Yes, a
Brighton.
little bit of threat, a little drizzle. So not any downpour that would have put you under any pressure.
And now we see the stretcher being called in for Mark Brown. Seems as if he got a serious knock on that right knee of his. Game over as far as West Indies is concerned.
Looks like it was going to be over. Pakistan need 3 runs from 10 balls.
Wow.
5 wickets in hand.
3 runs from 10 balls with 5 wickets in hand. Unless you're Lewis, who missed a gaping hole in the goal, Pakistan ought to take that one away, Charlo.
Take the first ODI. West Indies, they would have won their last 4 encounters here in ODI series, so the odds are against them at this particular moment.
Well, when you're into the habit of losing, or whenever you form a habit, it becomes more or less the norm.
Well, I sure, if you recall, back in our school days, primary school, you were told habit is an action repeated so often that it becomes second nature.
Exactly. Incidentally, we're into the 90th minute, and no doubt we'll be having some serious added time. Let's see. Yes,
some 5 minutes.
5 minutes. It is 5 minutes of added time.
Can they break the ice, or we go into extra time?
And that one is out of the park off the boot of the BEQUIA player there, so still remain at 1-1.
But the crowd has grown here, Eddie.
Certainly there's a pretty decent crowd here tonight. There's Davis in a bit of a tussle. Solomon trying to get in. Solomon sneaks past the defender. Could this be the victory for System 3? It's not. Solomon hits the upright. It's been one of those nights for System 3. Another opportunity goes a begging, and you have to feed it there for Zuino Solomon.
Well, he tried, and that one, he rebounded, and it came back and into the crossbar, into the side pole, and he was denied.
Well, meantime, here's BEQUIA United on the left side. That's out of touch. Brown is there, and well, whistle going, infringement on the part of Brown. And immediately going to apologize to goalkeeper Cunningham. And that's one of the things that I admire tonight. It's really and true, this game has been played in a true sportsman fashion, so to speak.
Even though it has been keenly contested, but there's really been very good sportsmanship here tonight.
Kevin Francis to take that free kick. Zeno Solomon looking a little winded. He's been all over the park tonight as Francis takes this long one looking for Solomon, but it's nodded away by the defense. And the BEQUIA will try to make some inroads. Mark Brown, it is, and in the end it's knocked away.
Solomon, Tevin.
Francis in close attendance.
Saving the day, clearing that. It's a throw-in for BEQUIA. They're in a hurry.
It appears as if we're going to be having some extra time here tonight, Charlo.
It certainly looks that way.
An additional 30 minutes. Referee Games just making sure that the throw is from the correct spot. Francis it is. At one of those long-range ball downfield. Here's Lewis. Lobs it over. And it's in the back down, running back. Azino Solomon.
Azino Solomon has done it.
And this the dance stages here tonight. System 3-2. BEQUIA United 1. And that very well might be the championship.
That can well be. But it was a good cross. Solomon again, ever present. Got that boot on. This time he missed. He didn't miss. It was in the back of the net. and the celebration.
Well, it's not over until the fat lady
I think
sings.
the entire bench came off
Yes,
to
that's what
join in
happened.
the celebration.
So, goal coming in the 94 plus minutes here tonight. And a look of dejection on the face of some of the BEQUIA players. But it's really and truly,
Is it a case that they have given up?
well, let's hope such is not the case. Captain Mark Brown with ball in hand. And BEQUA United, Candy still make this one happen. Referee Games has a look at his watch. Peniston knocks it wide. Blocked there by Solomon. Lost his footing in the process. And here's Kevin Francis. Now with it. Has Lewis to his left, but he decides, yes, to go to Solomon. Zeno Solomon leading from the front here tonight. And he's going to take this one to the corner flag, no doubt. Ball back into the part of BEQUA United. Been some tumbling there, but there goes the final whistle. Victory here tonight for System 3. Keenly contested battle, but in the end, that 94th minute goal off the boot of their captain, Zeno Solomon, being the decisive goal here tonight, winning by 2-1.
Well, definitely, Eddie, I think System 3 deserved to win. They had more opportunities, they got more shots on goal, they hit the crossbar on a few occasions, they hit the upright, and there was that open goal that was really muffed and should have sealed the victory a long time ago. But I think it's a spirited effort from BEQUA. They played hard, but in the end, they came out on the losing side.
Well, of course, very exciting game here tonight. The patrons came out, and I believe that they were well entertained by both teams. Both teams had some good football, and I appreciate the fact that there were times that one team in particular had the upper hand. But at the end, as I said, I think a deserving victory here tonight for System 3. They must be commended. Captain Zeno Solomon, he led from the front. He played his heart out, and once he put in the work, the victory came. It's 2-1.
Yes, he really worked. He was really, he led from the front. It was a captain's game, and he got the results. He was the one to take them to victory, and rightly so, because he would have done all of the hard work. He had really led by example, and so too, I must say, for Mark Brown. But in the end, System 3 came out victorious.
Well, certainly it was a pleasure bringing it to you here tonight from the Brighton playing field. And of course, we look forward to later down more football here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But it is System 3 night. They are the knockout champions as far as Tier 2 is concerned here in SVG. And on behalf of the entire staff here at VC3, thank you ever so much, Charlotte. Pleasure working along with you.
It's always a pleasure.
This is where we wrap. And for more exciting sporting events, be it football, cricket, you name it, VC3, we're always there.